look at the current conditions. Lindsay.
Yeah, Natalie, another scorcher. As Janice said, it is so humid out there. The air is very stagnant. It's stale. You feel like you could scoop it up with a shovel. Right now it is 28 degrees, feeling like 34. That's at Pearson Airport. You'll find that it's a degree or two cooler by the water. 26 degrees, for example, on the Toronto Islands. Winds today are light, so we're not getting much in the way of a breeze offering relief. Those gusts coming out of the south. And yes, there has been a little more cloud today compared to yesterday, but we're still anticipating that it will be mainly sunny this afternoon. 31 degrees for the high, will feel like 37. And yes, we remain under this heat warning. It has come to an end for a few communities north of here, and it looks as though this is now going to stay in place until tomorrow evening. After that, a dramatic cool down. We'll tell you all about it coming up. For now, Nathan, over to you.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Beautiful days. I know it's not beautiful for everyone, but many consider this weather beautiful. We've had glorious sunshine through a good portion of the week already. A little more cloud today. A reminder, of course, to take it easy in conditions like this. I know my kids get a little carried away in the heat, and then we have to find a cool place to go in order for everyone to settle back down. And it's another day for that tomorrow, too, but then a change comes for the end of the week. Weather is brought to you by the Presler Law Firm. Injury lawyers, you don't pay unless they win. I want to talk about the sunrise this morning. Check this out. Gorgeous shot of our city skyline with that orange-colored hue in the background. It is worth mentioning that the sun is now rising in Toronto at about 6:04 a.m. and it's going to set this evening at about 8:45. So as much as we hate to admit it, the days are getting a little shorter. We've been talking a little bit, too, about drifting wildfire smoke and haze that could be impacting us. Just a heads up as we make our way through the next couple of days here that continues to be a little bit of a concern. Some improvement is expected by the end of the work week. There's our air quality health index for today. We're currently at low risk, but by tonight we are upgraded to moderate risk, about a 5, and then tomorrow around 4 on the scale. There's the scale there. And here's a look at, again, the forecast numbers for a little later today. So in addition to all the heat and humidity, just be mindful of air quality and how that may impact you as well. Right now, it is 29 degrees at Pearson Airport. It feels like 35. We're forecasting a high of 31 today, feeling like 37, but it's going to be another feeling like 40 day today in places like Hamilton and Niagara Falls. Yesterday, we made it to a high of 33.4. Not quite record territory, but close to it. Today's record to beat is 35.6. Don't think that's going to happen, but again, another warm one. And then tonight, remaining at about 20 for the low, warmer than average. Tomorrow's high, again, 31 degrees, perhaps a little less humid. And we're going to start to introduce the potential for some passing showers or maybe even thunderstorms. Not much to show you right now on the satellite and radar. There is a disturbance that I'm now keeping an eye on that could impact us overnight into Thursday as well. Last night it was looking as though the system would stay to our south, but let me show you how it's looking now. So there's early Thursday morning. This would be some welcomed rain, I think, for many. Lawns and gardens certainly need it. It's going to clear out as the day goes on Thursday. Bright skies by the evening, and then it's a run of sun as we make our way Friday into the long weekend. Look at the temperature difference, too. 24 degrees Thursday, suddenly below seasonal. Heat is going to start to build back in again by about Sunday, Monday. That's the forecast for now. Natalie, I'll send it over to you.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Hot, it's very humid. No surprise that is what's happening as well. I want to show you what it looked like a little bit earlier today. This is along the Ajax waterfront. Lots of people have been, of course, looking for ways to beat the heat. You can often find a little bit of relief the closer you get to the shoreline of Lake Ontario. Hey, look at all those geese hanging out there. Temperature-wise, it's been another scorcher. We are in the low 30s as far as the core temperature is concerned, feeling closer to 40 once you factor in that humidity. Heat warning still in place, will be for tonight and for at least part of tomorrow. Tomorrow night, things are going to feel a little more comfortable, and you'll really notice the change into Thursday. 21 is our forecast overnight low for tonight, so still above that 20-degree threshold. Pretty uncomfortable for sleeping, especially if you don't have access to air conditioning. And it looks like a pretty good day to hit the links tomorrow, but worth mentioning that we see the introduction of the chance of showers and risk of thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon and evening. It's not looking like a sure thing at this point. In fact, the majority of the day is looking pretty dry, but it is worth mentioning. And then a disturbance could swing through overnight and into Thursday, bringing us lawns, gardens, some much needed rain. We're getting a few showers right now along the Bruce Peninsula, south end of Georgian Bay as well. Other than that, though, it is quiet as far as active weather is concerned for the GTA. It's this disturbance here that's developing stateside that could add to our rainfall tally before the month of July is finished. So here's how that all plays out. Mid-afternoon tomorrow, chance of showers, risk of thunderstorms. We're not really seeing anything on the forecast radar, but that's waking up Thursday morning. This disturbance could track a little further north or south, but right now it looks as though it is going to give us a little bit of wet weather before it clears out. Thursday afternoon and evening are looking dry, and then Friday we begin a run of sun. Take a look at this 5-day forecast. So not only do we go from 31 degrees tomorrow to about 25 degrees for the high Thursday and Friday, suddenly below seasonal. Average temperature this time of year is 27. But then starting Friday and right through the long weekend, we are looking at beautiful sunshine, perhaps picture-perfect conditions for those who are going to be out celebrating what I like to consider the midpoint of the summer season. Looks like some heat is going to build back in for Sunday and then into the holiday Monday. That's a look at the weather for now. Andrea, over to you.
Thank you, Lindsay. A new report indicates
Full of days here. Expect some clearing by the end of the week, but then we'll also pay close attention to the weekend with a little bit of smoke or poor air quality moving back in. We're at a 4 right now on the Air Quality Health Index, which is moderate risk, expecting to climb to a 5 tonight and then back to a 4 tomorrow. Quite a few 3s on this map for tomorrow, though, so that too is some good news. Right now it is, look at that, we've just jumped to 33 degrees in Toronto. We're reaching our daytime high late in the day, around the dinner hour. It still feels like 40 in the Windsor area. There's your evening at a glance. Mainly sunny for us tonight. A little bit of active weather for areas further to the north. Chance of showers in some communities. We did see a little more cloud in areas today. And then tomorrow, another warm one. 31 degrees is going to feel like 38 at the height of the day. But notice how areas like Owen Sound, Orillia, Bancroft, Perry Sound in the 20s tomorrow. So that's a sign of what's to come. We'll have northerly winds tomorrow as opposed to the southerly ones we've been dealing with. And there's also the chance of an afternoon shower or even thunder shower. I do think most areas are going to remain dry dayside tomorrow. There's a disturbance that we're going to keep an eye on as we make our way overnight and into Thursday that could bring us some much needed rain. We've had a few showers around Georgian Bay today, some thunderstorms around Sudbury and North Bay, for example. This is what we're watching for a little later on this week. Again, heading overnight into Thursday, a disturbance that is still stateside. Here's how that looks to play out. First, we're going to pause it here in the afternoon for your Wednesday. Mix of sun and cloud. Again, chance of a few showers initiating. The risk of a thunderstorm is there. It would be very scattered and isolated in nature. Now we'll see how this plays out. This disturbance at this point looks to be impacting us early Thursday morning. It's not going to last all that long. It will clear out as the day goes on. We will be back into some sunshine by Thursday evening. And then Friday, we kick off quite a run of sun that continues right through the long weekend. So that's great news for your plans. We go from 31 degrees tomorrow to about 25 Thursday, Friday. So suddenly we are below seasonal after days of high heat and humidity. Look at the weekend. Very pleasant temperatures, loads of sunshine. By Sunday and Monday, we're going to start to see some heat build back in. But otherwise, yeah, it's looking pretty dry. So I think many people are crossing their fingers for their plants and their lawns that we do get a bit of rain overnight and into Thursday. That's the forecast for now. Nathan, I'll send it over to you.
Thank you, Lindsay.